Good morning, students. Welcome to this session. As we know that we are discussing the English subject for the standard 9th standard. We are discussing English subject lesson 1 for the class 9th standard, and it is the 6th session and the last session of this lesson. That is the best advice I ever had. Repeat this again. This is the last session of this lesson. We are going to finish the lesson. The best advice I ever had. As we learned in the previous period, students, we know that how Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit, the author of this lesson, managed to handle the situations in her life when it was under pressure, when it was not in control. She was able to control and manage the situation in a neat manner by remembering the advice of Mahatma Gandhi ji given to her, that no one harm you except yourself, which gives her to get a mindset of resolution, that is being calm and looking the matter in a peaceful manner. That was helped her in handling those situations, instead of getting angry or instead of becoming rude. So, being some patience, she is able to think of the situation and able to succeed in that situation, difficult situations. So here, let us discuss the paragraph, 18th paragraph, where we have discussed 17th paragraph in the last period, and where there in the period, in that 17th paragraph, we discussed that whenever a guest is arriving to your house, when you invited them for a dinner, and if it is that dinner, the food, if it is not ready, then how we are going to feel, that we discussed in the last period. Let's move on to the 18th paragraph. Listen carefully. But recently it really happened to me. My guest of honor, the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Lady Eden, could hardly have been more important to me. High Commissioner for India in the United Kingdom. So, 18th paragraph we are discussing now. So, she had invited the guest. That is, she was going to sharing the situation where she faced such a troubled, difficult situation, which was going to be able to her handle by remembering the words of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So she once invited the guest, that is Prime Minister of guest, that she invited to the dinner is Prime Minister of Great Britain. Prime Minister of Great Britain, and Lady Eden. Write down these children. Lady Eden and PM of Great Britain. So invited to the dinner to her house, as she was the Commissioner for India in the United Kingdom. I had planned everything meticulously from the menu to the color scheme of the flowers and the candles. It's natural that when someone is coming to visit to our house, when someone are coming, then we are going to make our house clean. We are going to make all the things will be in the correct position, in a proper way. So we should become conscious about our house and articles which we kept here and there. So we are going to arrange that in a systematic, neatly, that the guests who are coming should not feel bad. So like that, she has taken care and planned everything meticulously. Write down the meaning of meticulously. So the meanings, right here, the word meanings, meticulously, here it is a said, meticulously, meticulously, meticulously means carefully, So she had planned everything carefully from the menu. So menu she had planned very carefully which will be the food for them, and also the color scheme of flowers and the candles to garlanding for inviting them. The colors of which color of flowers and the candles, everything she had planned perfectly. So what happens when the guests had arrived and drinks had been passed twice? So after that, it's going in a systematic way. The guests are invited and given drinks had been passed twice. 2 times, twice means I think twice. Twice means 2 times. 2 times. That means the drinks had been passed. Drinks had been passed twice. That is, passed means supplied, given. So for the guest, the drinks are given 2 times. I signaled the butler to announce dinner. Then Vijayalakshmi Pandit, after giving 2 times the drinks, she signaled, she intimated one of the servant, that is butler here mentioned, to arrange and call for the dinner. So it's enough. We will stop the supplying or offering the drinks. Now it's time to go for food dinner. Let you announce for dinner for all the guests like that. She signaled. So, but even after signaling what happens, but still we waited. When for the 3rd time drinks came round, I excused myself and ran downstairs to the kitchen. So now the problem it is going to be arise for her. Even she signaled after giving 2 times of drinks to the guests, so announced for the dinner, but what happened? Even the 3rd time, the drinks are coming to the guests. And then she excused herself and ran downstairs to the kitchen. She was worried why they are again bringing some drinks, as she was told to arrange for the dinner. So with worry, she went to the downstairs to the kitchen to see whether the food is already been ready or not. What is the condition in the kitchen? To observe, to monitor. She went to that kitchen. So 19th paragraph now. It presented a shocking sight. When she went to the kitchen room, it was a shocking sight for her. What is that sight, the scenery that she observed in that kitchen? In one corner stood a frightened little kitchen maid. One corner of the kitchen, a maiden. That is a kitchen maid standing frightening regarding that of the owner, that is Justin Pandit. In another corner, the housekeeper. So the housekeeper is standing one corner, the kitchen maid is standing one side. At the table sat my cook. The main person, that is cook. Cook simply sat at the table, waving a ladle and singing. Beating time it is 4. So when she saw that the cook was simply wasting time, enjoying time by singing and waving a ladle. So what is the meaning of ladle? Take down. Ladle. Ladle means a large sized spoon which we use during cooking. A large sized spoon we call it as a ladle. So simply the cook was waving the ladle, singing and beating with his food, means just he was not aware of the time and cooking the food for the guests. His eyes were glazed and he was far away in some other sphere. So this mindset, the condition of the cook, here it is mentioned, his eyes were glazed. What is the cook? Eyes were glazed means blank and dull. Glaze here mentioned, glaze means Glaze. The cook's eyes were glazed means blank or dull. Blank or dull. Was dull, looking dull. He was far away in some other sphere. That means he was not aware of the present situation, condition. Maybe just like that of a person who was drunk. So, with not having the conscience of the present time, present situation, he was far away in some other sphere. The table was littered with pieces of chicken. So, on the table, the chicken pieces were laying on there, but the food was not ready. It was simply wasting time and singing, waving the ladle, and was not in the present situation that he has to prepare very fast for the dinner for the guests. So that means when she went to the kitchen, she observed that in the kitchen room, the food was not ready. The cook was not yet prepared the food. And it has already the time for dinner, where 2 times and 1 more times, 3rd time the drinks are going to be offered to the guests instead of food. That is the situation now. Students, observe the situation, how you are going to feel when in your home this happens. When some of your friends or some of your relatives are coming to your house for dinner, but the dinner was not ready in the house, we are going to shout at our mothers. We are going to worry what to do, how to handle the situation. We will become very angry for the situation, for the things that is going to happen at that time. The same thing here it is going to happen. That is, the guests are not ordinary guests. They are the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Lady Dunn. And itself Mr. Meticulously Pandit as Indian leader, the commissioner for India in United Kingdom. So it's a matter of it is a matter of prestige. It's a matter of how we are going to what do you call give importance to our guests. Okay. So seeing this, my knees felt too weak to support me, but I asked in as normal a voice as I could command, "Why isn't the dinner ready?" Then, seeing all these things, she inquired, "Why isn't the dinner ready? Why is not the dinner ready?" "But it is ready, ma'am," the cook chanted. Though it was not ready, the cook answered her, "The food is already cooked, madam. Already? Everybody sit down, sit down." She was exclaiming and in surprise mode. She said to everybody who were standing there, the maid and also the another housekeeper who was standing in the corner, she said to them, sit down, sit down." I was furious. She was very angry, but she was able to understand the situation by remembering the advice. It is there in the next few lines. "It was on the tip of my tongue to say, 'Get out, you are dismissed,' when I thought of the counsel that had calmed me so many times. If I lost control, I would only hurt myself." So she was very, very angry with those maid servants and also of the cook. If she had got that seriousness in her mind, becoming very angry towards them and saying that, "Get out from this side, you are dismissed," then all the situation is going to be worse and should not be going to handle. So she is going to remembering herself the situation and she calmed herself. "I pulled myself together. Let's get something on the table." Then she engaged all these maid servants and the cook for making the food. "Let's get something on the table," I said. Okay, still it is not yet cooked. Okay, let's come on. Now we are having time. Let us cook fast like that. She called all the servants and cook and started cooking. And how instead of getting angry, she was able to manage the situation, and the cook had been prepared. Everyone pitched in when she said, "Come on, let's start the cooking now." Then everyone pitched in, everyone reacted, supported. The food served wasn't quite what the menu described, but when I told my guests what had happened, there was a chorus of surprise. So at last, the situation in this manner she was able to manage, and after that dinner, she told the guests that what had happened there. "If this is what your cook gives you when he is drunk," someone exclaimed, "what must he provide Swabber?" All are surprised and also appreciate Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit in handling that type of situation. The relief in my laughter must have sounded a little hysterical. Hysterical here means crazy. Hysterical. Hysterical means here crazy as an adjective. As an adjective it is used as a crazy. Crazy. So is not the poet of existence. So poet of existence means P-I-V-O-T, poet of existence. Write down, children. Poet of existence means the the main cause, for instance, the main cause for existence, the center of existence, or the center of existence, the center of existence. That is the situation here. So I realize that the dinner party, however important, is not the pivot of existence. It is the situation, the main cause for that existence is able to manage by herself. So retrain. So now this is the third situation. How instead of becoming angry on cook and servants, she was able to manage in preparing the food together with them and serving the guests, and after she was going to realize what had happened in front of the guests. So these were all because of the advice that Gandhiji gave to her, being cool. That is the 25th paragraph of the textbook, the last paragraph of this lesson. A summary it was given, just like importance of Gandhi's advice. To retain a sense of proportion is as important as being able to keep one's heart free from hatred. It is very, very important for a person to retain a sense of proportion. To retain a sense of proportion means giving importance to everybody, giving equality to all, and not going to discriminate the one with the other. So that is the way we are going to consider. That is a sense of proportion in equal manner is important. Being able to keep one's heart free from hatred. Instead of going to hate, instead of going to making the people to our enemy, that hatredness should be removed and our heart should be filled very free. When it happens, when we have a sense of proportion, and the importance was given to everyone. So for all of us, no matter what our work, the advice Gandhiji gave me is meaningful. So for all of us, no matter what our work, the advice given by Gandhiji is meaningful. That is, no one can harm you but yourself. So this is about the first lesson of 9th standard English. If you have any doubts, you can call me at 5 to 7 p.m. in the evening. Okay, and after the school reopens, we will discuss the doubts if you have still, or you can call me. Okay, so take a homework question. Homework question regarding this lesson, today's session, and try to answer by your own. Try to make constructing your own sentences. It will be very helpful. Try to make a sentence of your own, understanding the concept of the lesson. Okay. So the homework question today's this session is write down homework question. Only one question I will give. Describe the state of mind. Describe the state of mind of the cook, mind of the cook, referred referred to in the lesson. Okay. I think this will be enough. We will discuss the question answer in the later classes. Okay. I hope you understood the lesson, and thank you for listening. Take care. Okay. Bye.